Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video was requested, so today we're going to be doing an everyday makeup look for beginners, and this is the final look. It's very simple and very easy to achieve. You can do this in about 10 minutes or less and be out the door. I tried to use minimal products. I mean, I used a lot, but this isn't something that you need like a lot of eyeshadow palettes to achieve this look. It's just something that you can only do with like 2 or 3 colors and you're good. So if you want to see how I got this everyday natural makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to go in with a primer. You don't necessarily have to use a primer if you don't use one on an everyday basis, but I tend to have dry skin, and this is the POREfessional Hydrate Primer. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my face, focusing it mainly in my T-zone, because that's usually where I get dry and where I have the most pores. You can go ahead with your foundation at this time. I don't really use foundation, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with my concealer. I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade 120. And again, this is like an everyday makeup look. So on a daily basis, I'm not wearing, like a full face of makeup. So I'm trying to keep it as minimal as possible. I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. Put a little bit on my eyelids because I do have like a lot of pigmentation on my eyelids, and I feel like that tends to make me look tired or, trying to cover up my dark circles and all that. And this will also put a base for your eyeshadow when we go in later on. Okay, so now that we have our base on, I'm going to go in with the powder to set the concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10. It's the loose finishing powder. So it's in the shade 10, light fair. And I'm actually going to bake a little bit under my eyes because I tend to crease even if I just set it with a normal, with a brush. So I usually bake for a little bit, but you don't have to. You can just set it if you would like. And again, you always want to try to set any cream products because if you don't set them, they'll tend to crease and get into like the fine lines on your face. So setting it with the powder kind of locks it in place. That way it's not creasing throughout the day. So now that we have like the base on our face, I feel like you want to bring back some dimension. So I'm going to go in and bronze a little bit. So when you put like foundation all over your face and concealer, it kind of tends to just make you look two-dimensional and it flattens out like all your features. So we just want to bring and enhance those features back. So I'm going to go in with a bronzer. I'm going to take a bronzer by Cover FX, and it's like a neutral shade. So it's not too warm, not too cool. It's like right in the middle. And we're just going to add some color back to the face. And with that, you want to take like a big fluffy brush. Because the fluffier it is, the easier it is to blend out the color. If it's more of a dense brush, then it's gonna contour your face more instead of just bronzing. So I'm just gonna add some color. And you mainly wanna focus this here. Not too high up on your cheekbones, but like right down the face. You can kind of feel, under your cheekbones. You want to go right here. Okay, so we're done here. As you can see, there's color, dimension to the face. We don't just look just like one color. Okay, so next I'm going to move to the eyes. I'm gonna do the brows a little bit. On an everyday basis, I don't really do my brows, so you don't have to. You can skip this step if you would like. I'm gonna take a spoolie and I'm just going to brush through my brows. I'm gonna go in with a tinted brow gel, just kind of add a little bit of color and just set them so they're not just crazy throughout the day. This is by the brand Mellow. It's in the shade brown. So I'm just gonna go in and run this through the brows. Okay. So next we're gonna go in with eyeshadow. I'm gonna try to keep it very simple. This is gonna be something that you can wear out if you're going shopping or if you're going to work. So again, we're just going for like a very natural everyday look. So I'm not gonna go in with any dark colors. I'm gonna do an eyeshadow look with just 2 shades, just keeping it very basic. So the first shade you wanna use is gonna be a brown or any neutral color. So you could go in with like a gray. If you're going for a cool tone look, I usually tend to go for like a neutral brown in the crease. And for the crease shade, I'm going to be going into the Tarte BU Naturally palette. And I'm going to be taking this shade right here. And it's in the shade Daybreak. You want to go in with a big fluffy brush. And you just want to apply it right here in the crease of your eye. And you just want to make sure that you blend out the color very well, so you can go in windshield wiper motions like this and just buff out the color. And then when there's not that much product left, you can work it in circular motions. And you just want to keep alternating between those motions just to blend out the color so you don't have any harsh lines. And as there's less color on the brush, you can work your way up a little bit towards the brow bone, but don't go too high up. But again, we're just trying to buff this color out. Okay, so now that we have our crease shade, we're gonna go in and put on a shimmery shade onto our lid. So you always wanna keep the eyeshadows in your crease a matte color. You don't really wanna put any shimmery or glittery colors there. You can if you want, but I tend not to do that. I tend to save the like shimmery, metallic, glittery shades. I tend to save those just for the lid. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a champagne color. I'm gonna go with this color right here, and it's in the shade Escape. I'm actually gonna use my finger because I feel like it gives really good color. I'm gonna apply that just on the lid. So once we have that on the lids, I'm gonna go back in with the blending brush that we applied the crease shade, but I'm not gonna pick up any additional color. I'm just gonna go in, run over right where the shimmery shade is gonna meet the crease shade, and I'm just gonna kind of buff and blend those colors together to make sure that there's no harsh lines. So before we go any further, I'm gonna take the excess powder off from under my eyes. So now, because this is only a 2 eyeshadow look, I'm going to take that same champagne color and I'm going to pop it into the inner corners. And by doing this, this is going to make you look more awake and fresh, and that's exactly what you want. You don't want to be looking tired, so we're just going to try to brighten up the eye look a little bit. And to do that, I'm going to take a smaller, more precise brush because it fits perfectly here to highlight the inner corners. And I'm going in with the Luxie 213 T brush, but any small detailed brush will do. So again, I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to go right here in the inner corner. And you see it just adds like a little bit of shine, and it just draws attention to the eyes, and it just makes you look more awake. So if you compare both eyes, I highlighted the inner corner of this eye and you can already see like the brightening effect that it has. So let's go ahead and do that to the other eye. So that's what the eyes look like now. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara. I personally use the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. It's my favorite, so I'm gonna put that on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, lashes are on, and I just feel like that just added the extra oomph that this look needed. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with blush and just add a little bit more color to the face. So for blush, this one right here is a great blush, or any baked blush that has like a highlight in it is great because that way you can skip the highlighting step. So this right here is the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten. It's in the shade Tropic Hues. It's like a pinky peach color, and it does have like some gold reflex in it, so it does add some shine to the face, and you don't really have to worry about highlighting because this is kind of like a 2-in-1 step. Or you can just go ahead with any matte blush. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Laura Geller because, again, since I have dry skin, I like to add a little bit of shine and dewiness to the face. So this one is just kind of saving me time because I don't have to go in and highlight. You're gonna wanna pop the blush onto the apples of your cheeks. So if you smile, it'd pretty much go right there, and then I'm gonna blend it backwards towards the bronzer. Okay. So now you can see we added a little bit of color to the face. I don't know if you can see how it adds a little bit of shine and glow to the face. So love this product. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with a lip gloss. You can do like a lipstick if you would like, a lip gloss, a liquid lipstick, whatever you want. But I'm gonna keep it again on the lighter side because this is like an everyday makeup. So I'm gonna go on with the Tarteist Lip Paint in the shade Insta Famous. So there you have it. The look is complete. It's very simple. It's like an everyday look. You can wear this to any occasion, really, to school, to work, going out shopping. If you want to wear it for night, you can do that. Or if you want to, you know, darken it up, you can just pop on a dark, bold lip and you're good to go. And this is something that can be achieved in about 10 minutes or less. You just throw it on your face and you're out the door. And again, it's very simple. You only need 2 shadows to create this look. And you can, you know, alter it however you want. You can do cool tones, warm tones, pinks, bronze, golds, whatever. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this look, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, okay, come on, Kristlyn. Again, you always want to try to set any cream. So I'm gonna take okay, in the shade Tropic Hues. Foxy, is that you? Oh, okay, I think we're done. Bye.